guys, my name is Elissa. I'm a fertility awareness advocate, an NFP ambassador, and a hormone coach. And I am here to talk about NFP ambassador programs in your parish or church and how to start one. And so first I want to start off with what is an NFP ambassador program. What is an NFP ambassador? And so at the heart of it, I believe it is about bringing the truth of NFP to our community. And a few things that it isn't meaning that you need to be an expert and you need to know all things in order to have these conversations. And it doesn't also mean that you need to be official. So you can have an official title at your archdiocese level or your parish level, but it also could mean that you have a calling and it's more of a grassroots movement and more conversational approach. And then also what it doesn't mean is that you need to only provide one method or one information on one method. As an NFP ambassador, what we should be doing is providing all of the information for everyone so that they are able to make the best decision for their family at that current time. And then how did I become one? So through my interest in fertility awareness, my eyes were open to NFP and what the beauty of that is for my life and my marriage. And then that led me to actually being interested in the Catholic Church, and one of the things that led me to convert later on. But because of all of that, because of my high interest in that and how it exposed one of the beautiful things about the Catholic Church to me, I started having conversations for those who'd been Catholic for a long time, and they kept saying that NFP is the best kept secret of the Catholic Church, and I didn't like that. And so I started looking for resources and people who also weren't interested in keeping it a secret. And so that is how I found Christina's 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 NFP guide and her NFP ambassador program. And so I took her program and then I took her guide and I met with our priest and our parish staff. And that is one of my main takeaways that for all of you is for those who are interested in starting this officially in your community or in your church, to have 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 guide or have a guide or a plan when you meet with people, because while some may be interested in starting it, most, if not all, are not interested in leading it for you. And so as a leader, they are looking to you for your guidance and your energy and your approach and what your plans are. So I took the guide and I went over it with my priest, and we discussed the different departments that already were started, different groups that were already started that we could work with. And we started. I also recommend that you find people in your community that may also be on your team, be on your side. So I already had people in our small group that were pro NFP and been using NFP their whole marriage, and so I joined with them and they became our NFP ambassador core group. And I also recommend if you can find people on the parish staff that are pro NFP, it's very helpful. So we have a gal at the front desk who's very pro NFP, and she does all of the bulletin announcements that we give her, all of the email blasts and webpage updates, and talking with people as they come into the office about it. So that is also very helpful. So something to pray about and something to consider when you're approaching that. Another option is to talk to instructors in the area or those in the family and marriage life department in your archdiocese, and just finding people who may already be working on things and joining forces with them is very beneficial. Another thing that we did is we created a intro to NFP class, and I think that is another thing that 𝗘𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗁𝗃𝗃 has, that if you don't want to create your own. And we met up with the RCA director and the marriage prep couple that leads that, and we incorporated NFP as one of the guidelines, one of the recommendations for those programs. And so that was super helpful in starting to get the word out and starting to get momentum. So that would be my recommendation, is one, what are your interests and what are your callings, for whether that be age group and you know, the people that you're looking to reach, and then also what's already started in your community or in your church, and you can work with those people. And then also another point of interest would be, what is your pastor, what is your priest, what is his interests? Because when you can marry all those together, that is going to be a great thing. My last note is that I just wanted to encourage you. So things can be slow moving in the NFP Ambassador world. And so if you are super excited, please hold on to that as you get going, because it can be, again, slow. It doesn't necessarily have to be. A lot of people are very interested in this information right now. But again, there are some misconceptions, and so there could be sometimes that you need to untangle said misconceptions before you can keep on going. The other thing that I love is a quote that God doesn't call the equipped, He equips the called. And so again, you don't have to be an expert, but you do have to keep on walking one step at a time. And I find through our NFP ambassador over the last 2 years, our ambassadorship, that God, at the beginning, He didn't equip me with everything, but He equips me as I go, and He equips me as I need it. And so I hope that brings you encouragement, and please reach out to anyone on the summit, or myself included, if you need more information or encouragement on how to become an NFP ambassador. Thanks, guys.